Oh man, I don't want to live
Welcome.
in the reality where this theory crafted jungle Lunox
Wait a minute.
Don't reality.
Don't worry. I think this is. Don't worry. This is the usual reaction of most people if this is their first time watching a Todak draft. Welcome, boys.
The thing is, this isn't the first time. This isn't the first time, man.
this is Todak at their 100%, as some may call it.
I mean, technically, I did say that I want to see crazy picks. They actually strive more, find more success on these crazy picks, but this is beyond crazy. We've never seen any of those heroes brought to the jungle. Let's see, Chiku's on the Lunox, so he's gonna go with gold lane.
Yeah.
Orme's on the...
Welcome, boys and girls, to game number 1 in this best of 5. It's gonna be EVOS SG up against the classic Todak on the red.
Oh, it's
Chiku
definitely
on the jungle Lunox?
I told you, man. I said, I don't want to live in this reality. I've seen this in a lot of YouTube videos.
What universe are we in?
We have, Todak, they have been watching a lot of TikTok videos, man. It's just way too much stuff.
Man.
But, okay, I've seen it before. It is very quick when it comes to taking the jungle, but it has been a long time. Even Wise also showed this.
Whoa,
So
that's
this is
actually really fast. He's already
was
done
fast.
with his purple, and now
Wait
he's
a
already
minute.
on Lethal Wanderer. What the heck?
Yeah, it's very quick.
All right, did they just crack? Did they just make a new meta here? This is insane. Todak already with the lead in the early stages, and oh my, I'm speechless right now.
I am just as speechless as you are here. And let's look at the priorities in the lanes. Gear's already matching up with 4 Maze. Moon has to deal with Sayla, but has basically no mid pressure without Yums to make the play. And you can see JPL just playing towards that top side. Now, Wolf, explain to us, what else does this Lunox jungle actually bring to the table?
All right. The only problem you have with the Lunox is that you don't have Flicker, but otherwise it has very quick farmings, all right? You get your Clock of Destiny so quickly, then eventually you get your Truncheon or maybe your Holy Crystal, and you just run at your opponents. It's just way too quick. And the turtle, it's also going to go down so fast. If you just blink, it will be melted because of the Chaos Assault.
Okay, I see where you're coming from here. I'm
Level 4.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's already level 4. Potato just hit his level 4. He's been level 4 for a full minute, and now they're trying to punish Potato, but Potato already getting a clean combination on towards Moon's side. The trade kill is already there as Yums finds it.
What?
It's 2v2 so far, but Chiku, guys, is holding on strong, has the second all ready to go. Yums cannot find another pick. That is going to be a 1-for-1 trade for EVOS SG and Todak.
All right, wait a minute, another fight go.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is going to exactly get the answer that you're looking
Wait
for,
a
but
minute.
Adamir is getting close. He
Oh.
walks straight into the Frost Trap, but Yums has got him covered.
All right, firstly, I just want to talk about this Lunox jungle. Let's stay on that point real quick because, yes, very fast clear, but I thought for sure that it would not deal damage here in the early game, but they were able to get a 1-for-1 pretty easily. Sure, Potato did more burst initially, but Chiku, guys, with that Chaos Assault, just huge damage coming back onto him. So even in the early stages, this hero is a menace.
Well, let's see how they test the limits. As now it's going to be a 4v4 situation as they start pulling up. Are they going to reset this? No, looks like Potato's able to get it in time. Sailor drops the real wall manipulation. His Fortmates trying to get out of there. It's a little too late, but the Brilliance works out perfectly for Todak's side. They're on the run. Moon cannot disengage. Drops on the Abyssal Arrow onto Potato's side. Chiku, can he get out? He's still managing to hold on, but no, Potato gets his cooldowns back. Double jab to finish off the fight.
One of the weaknesses of this jungle Lunox is that it doesn't have access to Purify or to Flicker, and it's badly needing that. That Lunox has been nerfed for quite a long time, particularly in the movement speed. And he moves so slow. You saw how he had to run away from EVOS SG, but wasn't in time because EVOS SG, if you're looking at the heroes, just because of this Rafaela, the rundown from the Singaporean squad is just way too good.
So again, it's the same thing coming into this game. EVOS SG playing around JPL. Sure, JPL didn't seem like he did anything, but he actually was the one who body blocked that Selena arrow that was almost able to cancel it. But look.
Yep, exactly that. JPL now in some trouble. He pulls away as Chiku is able to kind of control the pressure for now, but his positioning is going to be so key.
What a great lineup coming up from the Holy Baptism, coming up from JPL. Really hit two people. That's why he was able to just back down. One thing that EVOS SG can abuse is this top lane where the Popol and Koopa is. Maybe they can push that lane, force this Beatrix to already burn the Nibiru's Passion or maybe the Rocket Launcher, and then eventually push that top lane outer third energy shield. Seems like they're not doing it though.
Well, I mean, it has been a topic that's been scratching my mind. Is it going to be Momo or is it going to be Admir who's going to be actually controlling this lane? Both are phenomenal players.
Yep.
I want to finish my point that I just said just now. JPL was actually able to body block from the Abyssal Arrow that was already used to cancel the real-world manipulation. So it was actually playing it really well. Again, like we have predicted, the front-to-back composition protecting Sayla.
All right, so if they're going to be continuing to protect Sayla for this side, it looks like Todak has switched their aversion down towards that bot lane and now looking to try and punish Gear. But it is a Uranus, so I guess Chiku just wants to get ahead in farm and is willing to sacrifice this upcoming turtle.
They're looking for a way to get a kill and then eventually convert into a turret. However, EVOS SG, they have the Uranus bottom lane, so that's a very difficult task. But now for Todak, they will miss out on this turtle in exchange for a purple buff. For an orange buff,
well, but just remember, Passion made possible coming in from the Singaporean tourism board as this turtle goes down. Vertical jungling is happening, but on top side, Momo might be in some trouble as Yumas tries to buy him some time with the dragon onto Potato's side. That means top tier 1 is going down straight away. Todak giving a lot of space for EVOS SG to move around.
Yeah. I always say that if you blink, you'll miss your turret. When it comes to the Popo and Koopa, with the early game push coming out from this hero is just way too good because of the weapon master.
Just speaking of which, JPL already being taken out as the real war manipulation will take out Chiku in the process. Potato gonna continue his onslaught, but here comes Moon in the back line to stop it a little late, but Popo and Koopa will not let him get away.
Play for Sayla and you'll get the victory. This front-to-back composition is working wonders again because Todak, they want to go in, but they simply cannot with the damage and that peel of EVOS SG. Look at how they're able to siege these turrets as well. They're actually zoning away the members with the pressure from Potato and that damage from that Popol.
Oh man, it's rough, but you can tell EVOS SG going to be playing towards Adamir's lane for as much as they can. Their next plan, I'm guessing, is going to be that lane swap we always see from them.
Yep, and it will just make total sense. I mean, if you're looking at the bottom lane, only the Esmeralda is there. For sure, there will be wave clear, but if he is under the attack of this Adamir, Popol, and Koopa, he's gonna melt. You saw that this turret in the mid lane went down to 40% HP in a matter of 5 seconds.
Oh, they finally catch penetrate into the Abyssal Arrow. So good! Yum's trying to get out of there, but the real wall manipulation keeps him in check. Potato finding the return kill. It's really going back and forth between the two teams.
Yeah, roamer for roamer right now, but honestly, for the side of EVOS SG, they have the pressure, they have the way to play in this game. 2.7 thousand gold lead will mean that they can chain many more objectives on the line, which they are already, setting up for that turtle in that top side because they have taken away that top side turret.
Speaking of that top side, let's see whether Todak actually wants to contest or going to continue with the vertical jungling like they did before. Yep, it looks like they want to go and try and punish bot side again.
Yep, it's just natural because they cannot fight now for EVOS SG. They're trailing by 2.8k gold. And for sure, they know that they can't fight now.
Yep, here comes the Bandit's Rage once more. Gear is on the run as they crack open bottom tier 1. Potato able to get the turtle, no problem. But in engagement, looking on that bottom side, Chiku is kind of getting low here. Nothing to be worried about, most people would say. But Formace now caught in the middle, has to use the Falling Star Moon to get over the wall into safety. Mid lane getting thrustered and pressured once more.
I like the control that EVOS is doing. They're only putting some pressure in the bottom lane, and then majority of it is controlling that top side of the map. Now, again, Todak, which is
they found the pick. That's what they're looking for. They're finding for the big pick. That's why our keys to victory. They got to shut down Yums' hero pool so far.
This is what Todak wants to do with the composition. Go for picks, and that's exactly what they're doing right now with Chiku going in with Yums.
No, are they actually going to get him? He's got flicker, but here comes the real world manipulation. The brilliance is going to come out in time, but he quickly goes into Chaos Assault right into a stun. Adamir playing it well. Finding them both up, a double kill coming out from Momo's side.
Wait a minute.
Can they actually go for one more? No, they won't, but they will look to open mid-tier 1.
This is exactly what they want to do. Keep on going for the picks, and that's simply going to be another one for Todak.
Nope, it's Uranus. He's got more than enough sustainability. Potato's coming in with a vengeance. Doesn't hit the knockup strike, but more than enough damage to shove Moon away. Abyssal Arrow stuns him up. Is it going to be the fight? No, Formace does not have enough 2-level lead for Potato. It has to die down. They have to reset.
That's gonna hurt EVOS SG. They always want to go for the objectives, so they really wanted to push that mid lane. However, Todak getting the turnaround fight because of Moon's the Beer's passion, as well as just the raw damage coming out from the Beatrix. And on top of that, arrow coming out from Moon, coming in clutch. That's why they were able to push in the mid lane. And now they have just cut the deficit. It's almost even when it comes to the economy.
Well, I think they need to look for more here, and that's what they're looking for with Moon. Are they going to get this catch? Is this a potential bait? Todak just waiting in the bushes. Looks like they back away.
Yeah, EVOS SG right now, they are actually caught in quite a bit of a toughie. Oh, wait a minute.
Toughie situation indeed, but Potato can't finish him off. Still gets clipped by Bennett's rage here. Momo is not going to finish him off. He knows Gear's nearby, but where's the rest of the team? Double jab to get on out of there. Now Momo is caught by Gear, but they find the killing spree on towards on a single abyssal trap for Maze. Will walk off. That's so unlucky.
Can we talk about Moon right now? He is amazing. He's been on point. And look how Todak is able to split the map up and go for objectives here.
Yep, they've already cracked open the Lord, but Yum's now in trouble. He's trying to get on out of there. There's real world manipulation, forcing the flicker out of the poor man. Oh, it's looking tough here, but can they look for any kind of retribution? No. EVOS now on the defensive.
And speaking of retribution, Chico guys just destroy that Lord so quickly. Just with that ultimate of the darkness. We know that with the Chaos Assault, that deals so much damage against high HP targets.
Formaze has to get on out of there once again. It looks like he can't look for that engagement, but so far, Lord has kind of spawned, and now Todak can get on the offensive, but a lot of their members, they've got to be very, very careful. EVOS has more than enough damage to take him out. It's going to be a contention so far, but Yum's taking the good brunt of that damage first before Momo is going to be clearing these waves. Gear taking so much more damage than you would have expected.
Honestly, right now for the side of Todak and EVOS SG, there are very clear objectives, very clear win conditions for both of the sides. Todak, they have a lot of pick, but they need to be able to land it onto one, burst one member one by one, isolate their targets. On the other side, they want to go for a team fight.
Talking about the team fight, they find Gear here. Chico guys goes into Brilliance just in time, and now Yums has to pay the price. Moon finds the initial kill. Gonna be a double for Momo, a triple as JPL's the next to fall. Moon coming in huge. The arrows, give it to him. Give Momo the savage, but no, he has to be satisfied with just a Maniac.
The Maniac by Momo, man. That was amazing. But again, that's how they were able to win the fight. They were able to isolate one by one. Sayla popped the ultimate, but there was no follow-up instantly, and Todak are sieging into the base.
Oh man, hopefully that savage is going to be enough, because Momo, he's looking like he's on fire so far here, as now the rest of EVOS SG will be able to respond, but they've cracked open an inhibitor turret even though Lord was down.
In just 11 minutes, and this is amazing for Todak as they have taken over the map right now. And beautiful fight, a beautiful start. I mean, not from EVOS SG, but then again, the counter engages because of the arrows and because of the damage of Momo flickering forward as Moon was able to outplay Potato with that good crossover. And then eventually he gets the stun as well. Moon with his abyssal arrows and abyssal trap placement, as well as the good crossover. The footwork from this guy is amazing.
It's almost like this guy took a picture with me. What the heck is that?
Another abyssal arrow is going to connect for Mace, taking a good run to that damage, but now Gear. Oh my goodness, he was in so much trouble, but he manages to get out of Nibiru's passion just in time. Oh, Todak now developing a good goal lead for themselves, but notice that it's only 3K, and also notice that it's 34 to 38. 42 is going to be a very key point.
At this point for EVOS SG, you really gotta think, what do you need to do? Because Todak, they can isolate the members so easily now, just playing the lanes, playing for the siege, and zoning them away from the turrets. Now, it is 70 seconds until the Lord spawns. Oh, just some tauntings going on here, but again, for the side of Todak, this is what they want, right? They just isolate the members, using the Cho, using the Beatrix, all these damage coming into one person, whereas EVOS SG, they really do want to go for the 5v5s. But even then, they need to be this coordinated team. They need to use all their abilities, chain it together, whereas Todak, they can go freestyle with it.
I love how Yums and Gear are just spam recalling both the two youngest players on each of the teams. It definitely feels brothers at war.
They have played so many times against each other.
Wait, hold on. No. It looks like it's going to be A-OK for now, but they're slowly walking up here as, this is getting a very awkward position for EVOS SG, and they're realizing they're losing control over the map. They have to start exerting pressure.
You got to take a look. When we're talking about pressure, you have to talk about that abyssal trap. That's just been so annoying. The placement of this abyssal trap for Moon is just immaculate. You can see, where is he placing it? He's always placing it in these choke points where they want to fall back to when they are in in a tough situation in that top side and the bottom side. This is the entrance to the jungle. This is where they are going to be able to get some vision on the map when they don't have any pressure there.
It's the most amount of value you can get out of these Abyssal Arrows.
For EVOS SG, they wanted badly to get out of their base, and this is their lineup. They want to go for the early game control, but here going for Moon.
Oh, he just goes down.
What?
Gear takes out Moon easily, no problems whatsoever. And this is going to be huge for EVOS SG, but a good initial stun coming out of Yum so far. Bandit's range going on well as Chico guys' brilliance is more than enough. Goes into Winter's Truncheon. Yum is able to get the third energy. Kundo and Potato on the run as Momo finds the auto attacks to put the last nail in the coffin here. EVOS SG on the run. JPL finally goes down, and that's going to be an open wave mid. They take out Gear. That is going to be it for game number 1. Todak have taken it away. GG, well played.
I feel like for the side of EVOS SG, we do really need to talk about how they're able to snowball the game. They had the 3,000 gold lead, but they weren't able to chain more off of it, right? The thing is, Todak, they're so good at the brawls, but they keep on looking for the brawls for the side of EVO. Oh, wait. Is that a Brody? Who's going to the jungle? Okay, Paquito. All right. So, yeah, talking about the side of EVOS SG, this draft can work. The Cyclops can work, but again, they will not be able to engage. They can't be the ones going for the fights. They need to be the ones waiting in for it.
Well, they do have the Hyla so that they can start the fights.
I feel like it's not going to work though, because the Cyclops won't be able to follow up that fast, especially considering that they have so many divers on the other side, right?
Sure. Matrix.
Yeah, you have to... The Beatrix isn't going to be able to follow it up.
That's what you think, but
That's
truly, it's all about positioning. That's the key point. It's where exactly are they going to fight on the map that's going to really predetermine how these fights are going to go. If they can maximize that value on the Beatrix, I think that's when they have that step up, but it's still a difficult win condition here from either side. But it's time for game number 2. Who's going to be taking away and getting that next point? Is it going to be EVOS SG, or will Todak move on to match point? Let's find out here once again in the land of Dawn.
Oh, all right. So yeah, based on the composition again, I want to try to deep dive into this. I feel like if EVOS SG try to engage whatsoever, sure, they are going to be able to pick off one, but the others are just going to dive to that back line. That is the use of that Angela, right? If you try to go for one person, Angela would just simply hard guard. You use all the resources onto one, and the others, look at this, Esmeralda, Matilda, and Paquito can just dive and destroy that back line.
Yeah, I think it's just all about that disruption. But so far, JPL is getting shoved out of the lane. Potato has to slowly take away this purple. Todak doing a really good job at understanding how this Cyclops jungle works out. They get the Lethal Wanderer using their priority over the top side of the map.
That is really one thing that they can open up. As good as it is for EVOS SG, we're getting that Cyclops out of their pocket strategies. It's kind of easy to invade. You have the Paquito as well as this Matilda, very strong when it comes to like pushing the tempo in the early stages of the game. So turtle fight for sure. Todak will want to engage against EVOS SG because of this Matilda as well as this Paquito.
But just look at how Todak so far is just controlling this mid lane. Both Yums and Moon are doing a good job so far.
Honestly, if we're taking a look at this, EVOS SG should have a little bit of a lead in that gold side. They need to play around it, but the thing is, with the Cyclops and Rafaela, you're not really a gank-heavy composition. You can't really go for these ganks, nothing to set up with that. So they can only look for fights in the mid.
Speaking of fights, EVOS SG going to be opening things up. First blood by Razor, going over to the home country so far. Potato really using that star power lockdown. As soon as you hit level 4, that's when you want to see. But Chiku guy is going to be running towards JPL side. Will he get the jab up in time? No, but Adamant switches over to Nibiru. Hoping that Chiku might have gone in, but Chiku recognizing the threat.
Yep. This really opens up the turtle, right? Because they were already able to get a kill. JPL forced to use the flicker, and Todak will feel more confident now taking into the turtle fight.
The star power lockdown.
Moon, he's already going to be locked down. Yin Yang overturn, but it doesn't. Oh, there he finds the kill on towards Moon's side, and now the back line is open wide up for Gear to start running them down one by one. 4 Mace now trying to make it out of there, but even Yums, he is caught in a bad position, and Sayla should be able, but he will buy as much time with these love taps as soon as possible. Turtle should also be going into the favor of EVOS SG. A great start for the Singaporean representative. Oh! He gets out and wins the 1v1 against Adamir. Very unlucky, just out of range of that auto attack.
Oh, that is beautiful because they got the kill and then they also denied some of the minions away from this Beatrix. And Todak, if they want to win that lane, they are surely in the right track. Unfortunately for EVOS SG, the lack of the Rafaela allowed Todak to go for Potato all the time, and now they're taking the turtle once again.
Yep, they can contest it. It's a 4v4 situation. Sayla has a flank angle, but they're waiting for the right opportunities, and where we go. Red Glorious Pathway already followed up with Circling Eagle. Hardguard comes out to protect Chico, guys, for as long as possible. He goes down, but he got his trade against JPL. Formay so deep into this. Can he take out Sayla? No, not enough time, and now Moon can only pull him with the guiding wind. Yums keeping him alive so far. Oh, they trade 1-0 in favor of EVOS SG.
Yeah, this is the composition. This is what it's built for, going backwards right here. As you can see, whenever Gear and Sayla go forward, it is actually leaving a huge opening for Todak to dive to that back line. But with this, with Gear moving backwards as well, it was so easy for Potato to kite back using the star power lockdown to just be self-sufficient and in the end, get the better picks on the board.
The fights were always close, and they always lose their jungler to the point where it's 4 minutes, and now this is the only time we'll be getting the first turtle. And Todak really taking advantage of this. They fended off EVOS SG and will take the safe turtle.
Yeah, but EVOS SG has been setting up. They gave up turtle to get first move on towards this bottom tier 1. They're going to be taking away as much gold as they can from the shield. Star power lockdown right on top of Momo. It's going to be a killing spree for Sayla with the yin yang overturn to maybe catch out Moon at the same time. But they find the return kill. Nicely played by Moon.
Look at Chico, guys. This is wonderful. We're going to be invading the purple buff of EVOS SG, and Cyclops badly wants that purple buff. EVOS SG are overstaying here in the bottom lane. Despite them having a push up to the turret here, maybe Todak can take advantage of the other parts of the map.
Yeah, I feel like tunnel visioning coming in for the side of EVOS SG. They go for the bottom side turret, but look at the mid lane. Chunk to half of the turret gold and that top side as well. Remember, in the bottom side, yes, you do get some pressure, you do get some gold, but this is isolated gold for Formay, a person that you do not want the gold to go to.
I think the better question is which team actually scales better in this matchup. I can't really predetermine this. Any thoughts on that, Wolf?
It's difficult because you're looking at both Beatrix as well as Brody. They're kind of weird when it comes to their scaling. I would say this is the Beatrix-sided when it comes to the scaling, but the other heroes of Todak outscales the other heroes of EVOS SG. I'm not gonna look at this Cyclops hard-hitting in the late game as compared to a Paquito or maybe this Esmeralda, right? But then again, I think they're quite in the middle. That being said, it might be equal.
Yep. Speaking of which, Yums is already taking a boatload. Is that going to kill him? Stop! Lockdown takes him out just in time. And now we're seeing the disengage coming in from Adamir after the 25 memories. But Adamir, he wants more. Momo, he finds one. He's trying to get on out of there. But Gear is going to flicker in forward and look in for the next kill as Sayla takes him out just in time. It's going to be Formays in the back line now. Does he have enough damage? Falling Star Moon as well. Taking out the jungler Potato. And here comes the hard guard as well. Todak wants more. The waves pushing in their favor, and Gear is gonna fall. Puppet on a string connects mid-tier 1, going to fall in favor of Todak, and both teams are not giving each other a single inch.
Fights again and again for both of these sides, but it was gonna go. Oh, wait a minute.
He's not done yet, but walks out finally. Moon actually coming in with a circling eagle. He takes him out. He takes him out with the Soul Bloom. I'm surprised it didn't go on any other targets there, but hey, things happen.
Again, this is what I want. I want to, again, just keep on elaborating the fact that EVOS SG, they can't look for these crazy brawls. They need to play it organized. These team fights are gonna favor Todak every time it gets messy. It's a very clear front-to-back composition that you need to stay disciplined on, whereas Todak just keep on brawling. Paquito goes for one, the other one goes. They're all gonna win with their 1v1s, man.
Adamir went for the high risk, no reward.
Very high risk.
He flickered it in front of the members of Todak and got extremely punished.
Talking about punishment, Formays here already taking the start. No way! He survives with the help of the Heart Guard as well. Chico guys going straight in. Double jab combo going straight as Sayla uses his yin yang overturn, falling into the hands of Gear as Moon and Momo here to clean up the backline. Circling Eagle takes out one as Momo looks for the other. JPL will not survive the onslaught.
Triple kill for Momo. In the last game, it was a maniac. This guy has just been on a roll. The team sets the fight up and he just capitalizes and punishes everybody he sees.
You see that Todak already overextended, but EVOS SG, they overextended harder than what Todak did, and they lost so much because of that. They even lost their turret. Surely they got a turret in the mid lane as an exchange for their tier 1. However, Todak still wins the economic battle. In fact, they are leading by 3,800 gold now. And I would assume this will inflate. Todak they can be aggressive now. They already have the items. And for EVOS SG, they're not ready yet. They don't have anti-heals just for now, and that means that this sustained composition from Todak will almost automatically win team fights.
At this point of the game, Todak with the 4,000 gold lead, they're going to be able to use the kill lead, the gold lead, to look for more turrets on the board. They can look for skirmishes, pickoffs all over the map, and even sieges with the Brody.
Oh, I mean, how long could they actually do this for? I mean, Brody, yes, he has plenty of damage right now, but let's say 5 minutes down the road, where are we going to be at? This is going to be the same position as Gear is going to get hit by the puppet on the string so far. Close strike coming out of Momo, but here comes Chiku, guys. They see him, and EVOS just back away. They're not going to take this traditional front to front just yet.
Stolen orange buff. You don't want that. And now Adamir trapped in a bad spot. Mace is here.
No, I don't think they're going to go further than this. They've already got the orange buff as well. Looks like Todak want to play splitting up the map here. Notice where Moon is so far, as he's keeping an eye on the movements of EVOS SG.
This is a time for Todak. Look what they're doing. They're actually not just tunnel visioning onto one objective. They're actually using the Lord as a distraction and getting more objectives on the board. And this is what I love to see from Todak. This is the refined version of Todak that we've seen in the Na'Vi game. Now they've improved even more, and you can see how threatening they are, how dangerous they are by playing the map like this.
Speaking of dangerous, this is the situation that we're looking for, the 50-50 on the Lord. Let's see how this team sets up, as Sayla is going to be opening up the map slowly, already getting a good chunk of Yums, but really doesn't matter. It's an Angela, both going back to their lanes.
Well, speaking of sustain, you already have the Durance onto Moon, which means that EVOS SG will not have as much healing as they want. If you're looking at their composition, they only have one anti-heal onto Gear. That's the Dominance Ice, and I'm pretty sure that will not be enough against the all-sustain comp of Todak.
Let's see if this sustains. Sayla going in, but Sayla already finds the one-shot onto the Angela. Hot Guard's not going to be in there. Axis Lord going inside of Todak, but 4Maze is looking huge. Star Power lockdown. Doesn't even go through. The Purify makes it out, but Momo is absolutely crushing it. Sayla falls so very quickly.
That was amazing once again by the side of Todak. The fact that they were able to play that fight perfectly after losing one member before the Lord fight even started. The fact that they targeted these members really, really well. Like I mentioned, if you split up as EVOS SG, which they did, it's going to be a travesty. It's going to be a tragedy because Todak, they want to go. They want you guys to be start to be messy in those team fights.
They have the stuns, they have the crowd control, they have chainsaws, but they're not using it, and Todak takes full advantage of that. Big play coming up from 4Maze, going for that backline play that really disallowed EVOS SG to follow up onto Gear.
Yep, and now all the tier 2s are going to be falling here. 4Maze is going to be trying to zone out JPL. Lord goes down on top side, but full map control goes over to Todak with a 7.4k lead.
Need time to let Adamir get the hits up. But it seems like Todak, they're just taking advantage of this, already forcing the glorious pathway. No.
It's miscoordination coming out of EVOS SG. We also saw the yin-yang overturn coming out of Sayla.
No, the thing is they keep on going for these pickoffs. They keep on going for these engages. Once again, I'm going to say it. EVOS SG, they need to play it off of an engage from Todak. Their composition relies on it. Adamir with the ultimate, JPL with the peel, Gear right there to ensure that good escape with the glorious pathway. It just fits so well with their composition, and there you go, another fight.
Yep, they're already engaging. Oh my goodness, they already find the yin-yang overturn just coming up, and just in time with the Hot Guard. It's more than enough for Chiku to keep strong. 4Maze gets on out of there with a falling star. He's being chased down one by one. EVOS finds the opportunity. They've already got one. Momo can only do so much damage, but can he find JPL in that time? Sayla makes it on out. Gear zoning out the rest of the team. 4Maze cannot re-engage in that fight.
Follow your win conditions. EVOS SG finally do it, and they finally get a win. Todak, they had 7,000 gold ahead of EVOS SG, but EVOS SG still were able to win that. Why? Because their composition was built for that.
They dove under the tier 3 turret, the inhibitor of EVOS SG. You know that's not going to end well for them.
Yeah.
However, they still got a kill, which is very important because they know that they have a straight-up advantage, so maybe they can push it against EVOS SG. We will see that in the replay. You're going to understand why they did it. Unfortunately, it wasn't that clean, and Momo, I think he's doing the right job trying to go for this turret, which is perfect, and then eventually might go for a turn-apart memory. It's just that this Hylos getting on top of Moon as well as the Pakiro just made it so difficult for them to recover. Then again, they still are having a big lead.
Yep, but again, the big play coming in from JPL. Only Baptism making all the difference.
That's
so
right.
Keys to victory. Coincidence? I think not.
Big wraparound from Todak.
It's not going to be. It's not looking good here. I think Todak don't have any real position that go through. 2 of their members on top side, 3 of the members down on bot side. The 2 split. They're not going to make a decision just yet.
Again, Todak. This is why I kind of dislike the side of EVOS SG, because even if they go for an engage, it's not going to work for them. Todak. They just proactive on the map, using this aggression, using this mobility, using the damage all over to control it, and now it is just about the wave control. It's about the macro. You can see the setup all done by Todak. They're just freezing the waves, just trying to choke and suffocate EVOS SG. The thing that EVOS SG actually likes to do to other teams, they can't handle it at this point. They don't have any strong side laners that can actually walk, self-sufficient, I should say, not strong, because technically they have strong side laners, but it's just like, you can't 1v on an Esmeralda, you can't 1v on these members.
No, I get where you're coming from here, and I think what Todak is trying to do with the lead that they have, they've already hit the 42k mark, which is a very significant power spike, but they need all of the EVOS SG members caught out at once and completely wipe the floor if they're going to end the game in one fell swoop.
I love this from Momo. He went in for the rose gold meteor to allow himself to tank up while also still dealing the damage, because if you're looking at EVOS SG, they want to burst down heroes as soon as possible. With extra sustain from Todak, this rose gold meteor allows him to just survive the initial burst and then eventually top up with the heals.
Well, let's see how this situation plays out. This Lord coming in for Todak. They're baiting anything for the side of EVOS SG. Whoever makes that first move is going to pay significant consequences, but I think Todak will get position on this. Bot side seems to be shoving in by itself, and that just means that this Lord's probably going to go down for free.
It is going to be going down for free. EVOS SG, they're not in the position where they can steal. Again, they look for engage and the backline is compromised.
Gear is trying his hardest. However, Moon getting hit by the yin-yang overturn. Formaze is looking for Sayla so far, but Gear might be falling down to the torn apart memories. And here we go. Hot God coming out of the lockdown. Perfect. Only baptism from JPL to slow it down. Adamir having a fun day today here at the MPL, the M3 World Championships. This is brutal to watch. They can't run away. What more can I say as EVOS actually completely washed Todak's engagement?
Beautiful positioning from the side of EVOS SG to make that fight work. Gear went to that backside instantly, and what did he do? He soaked up all the damage. Todak, they're an ability-based team. Yes, they have a lot of damage output, but all of those come from abilities. You just baited away, and this is going to be EVOS SG turning the game and almost going for it right now.
Oh, they're rushing for it. They're rushing for the end. They've already taken up. Oh, they're looking for the crystal. And they have done it. Home ground. They get the victory against Todak from Malaysia. EVOS SG pulled through despite a Lord take from Todak.
Honestly, very messy early game. They didn't play through the winning conditions, but finally, but in their draft right now, what do you think? What do you think? I feel like they're lacking a little bit of range. I think they're gonna. This is gonna be really, quote unquote, bad, because unless they're just gonna go for turrets overall here, I feel like that is the route they want to go for. But they also want to kind of go for team fights as well. But if they go for team fights, I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah, that's the thing. The disengage is really, really strong coming in from EVOS SG side. So Todak has to be really, really careful with the way they kind of manipulate the waves and look for these engagements.
I'll have to go for surprise team fights, right? You have the Loi as your ultimate diversion, but especially with the ultimate, you get the surprise pick with the Bane as well. You teleport this Bane with you, and maybe the Rafaela along with the Hylos. You invade the jungle of the Yi Sun Jin. Maybe try to find an opening where the Estes will not be present, so that the overall bubble that if the Todak wants to have will be shut down. So maybe that's a win condition for the side of EVOS.
Well, it's about execution. It's about making sure you make that statement here. It's going about Todak versus EVOS SG in game number 3. The real question here, Merkel, you know what I'm going to say. Come on.
I do, but I'm not going to fall into it. It's going to be actually Moon. Wait a minute. So low in the early stages by JPL on that Rafaela, man. This guy just so insane in the early game, but most of it coming from the damage from Sayla.
Yep. He's finding this initial engagement. The yin-yang reaction is going well onto Chico. He might be in some trouble. JPL is going to flicker for him. Cyclone Eye is going to get him out of that situation, but Yums is at level 2, so he can't start topping off the health of Chico, guys. He might need a little bit of help on this one, or wait, Does he still have... Yes, he still has Retribution.
Wait a minute.
He could still make it work. He can kite this out, right?
Yeah, pretty sure he can.
Nope, he cannot. He cannot. He has to send it. It's fine. It's fine. Relax, relax. It's okay. It's okay. Orange buff isn't going to kill him. We're not going to see it just today.
Oh my god, but that's already so huge for the Bane. Look at how 600 gold just based on that. And this is not what you want to do against the Bane. Eason Shin, if you're not able to scale properly, it is going to be a huge problem. You need that 2-item power spike.
Expended his Retribution as well.
Yes, exactly.
Which is a lot of mistakes coming out from Todak, but it was actually forced error as EVOS SG fast cleared the mid lane and then put Sayla in that position where he can land the passive. So that's amazing coming up from EVOS SG, and they continue to poke.
This is a really good match here as we're seeing Sayla now feeling very comfortable on this low E. For me, he's trying to get Potato off of the core ball so far. Actually, Cyclone's Eye away from and hops over, in a matter of fact, the deadly catch, but Potato still able to collapse onto that wave. Turtle now in their possession, but the rest of Todak members, they're going to have to play this slow. Vertical jungling has been enabled for Chiku.
Gold lane, Lapu-Lapu coming up from Todak. Obviously, Adamir is going to have a good time in the early stages, but eventually, if the ultimate is available, that Lapu-Lapu can pose a kill threat against that Brody. If they do want to play this with the Kagura, they can apply the pressure into the gold lane.
Remember, the passion is made possible by the Singapore Tourism Board as that turtle is going to be slain down here. Todak going to be rotating up towards the other side of the map. Now, in spite of what we've just saw so far, EVOS SG, are they going to press their advantage by invading the jungle? Especially once again, they've got the level advantage. Why not?
Yeah, that's what they need to look for here. That's the whole point of picking the high-lows in that top side. You want to just keep on pressuring that top side, and exactly with the Luoyi as well. Ooh, very close.
Very close indeed. Lethal Wander going to be contested once again. It's a 4v4, but again, they don't really want to fully commit to this. Unfortunately for Chiku, he has caught up in levels, but it might not be enough here. Still a level down on Potato. Sayla doing a good job damaging Moon and keeping Yums in lane.
I wonder for Todak, since the second turtle means that you also have the ultimate on your roamer, which in this case is the Estes, it kind of makes me feel that Todak wants to fight in that second turtle. They can't keep on giving free turtles to EVOS SG because Bane, if he snowballs correctly, the turrets are gonna fall down, and you don't want to give that turtle buff to this Potato Bane because eventually they are gonna be pushing.
Okay, right now, honestly, this is what I want to see from EVOS SG. Just keep on pressuring the inside of the junglers, jungle, maybe even more than this, right? The low E is going to be so easy for them to get pressure done, but I feel like they're not utilizing this as much as they should.
Well, I mean, yes and no, because right now, if we're looking at Gear's position, he's currently level 6. If Formaze earlier was not, you can see there is a slight EXP lead in Gear's favor here. Chiku actually coming in to try and punish Gear so far. He needs to make it out of there. He still has the flicker, but so far, you're seeing the low E rotation coming on in. Can they pull through? No, they don't take it. Sayla is walking up to give him that disengage, but you can see how tanky Hylos is already. JPL does open up the map, but Todak stick together, making sure they have that first rotation, even calling up Adamir for their aid. Turtle now up.
This was the pick that we actually talked about. Because of that tankiness, because of that disengage potential, EVOS SG will have so much room to play for. Those were a lot of resources burnt just to get him low.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, Moon using the yin-yang overturn, getting punished by Sayla. Doesn't even get any value out of it. Sayla is doing a great job controlling this mid lane, and even Gear joining in on the fight. But you can tell Chiku has no part of this. He just wants to focus on his farm.
Red team has slain the
and the turtle easily taken by EVOS SG. This is scary now for Todak. Fortunately, Chico guys will have a great play. At least the trade-off. He's going to get the orange buff. And it gives him 1 minute and 30 seconds of an advantage over Potato.
Well, speaking of advantages here, as Momo's going to be using the Rage Blade to get on out and not get locked down by the Deadly Catch. They clear up their bottom side. They don't give on any objectives. It's a slow roll. It feels very different from the past couple of games here because EVOS SG feel like they are in complete control.
This is definitely what EVOS SG wants, and this is really what gave them so many victories in the group stages as well as in the start of the playoffs of M3 World Championship, and this is their identity. So far, they have been on track.
Now here comes the plays. Momo once again coming in as the bravest warrior as he tries to clear up the lane. Adamir's punishing him so far. Oh, wait, nope. The turnaround. The Deadly Catch comes not through. It should be the Torn Part Memories who takes him out. First blood going over to EVOS SG. cool, calm, and calculated as they always are.
Man, EVOS SG, this is the way they want to play right now. They're just going to go for the sieges, for the pickoffs on the map, but now it's time to look at the items here, Wolf.
Yep. Dreaded armor picked up by Momo. This is perfect against the physical damage component of EVOS SG, but they badly need anti-heal now. Specifically because EVOS SG will be running this sustain play coming out from the Rafaela and all of the shields that they get from their spells. But Gear already be able to get a push. This is why the Hylos has got a definite advantage over the Esmeralda.
Not just that, even if they go for a full-on trade, I feel like the Hylos will get the dub. If you go for the clear, it's okay. If you go for the engages, it's really good. Disengages as well. It's just such a complete hero. And now, like, EVOS SG, again, Moon is going for JPL, but that's definitely not the right target. Even if he gets the kill, it's not going to be worth it because this.
Yup, it's going to be Formaze who's going to get targeted here. No! Yums manages to save Formaze just in time. The torn apart memories about to rip open his dreams here as JPL as well as Potato hovering for position on towards this turtle side. Wait, teleport, what is it? Exactly, yes! They find it into the orange pop jungle. They find Yums, take him out with the yin-yang reaction. Quick follow-ups and great control.
Wow.
This is the rhythm we were talking about.
The rhythm as well from JPL. He positioned himself in a bush where he will see Todak, then get the poke, eventually forcing that ultimate from the Estes. Then with the teleport coming out from Sayla, they just got the turtle as they found the kill onto Yums. This rhythm from EVOS SG, they're looking as if they're dancing to this to their tune.
Here comes Gear once again, getting the lockdown onto Chiku. Guys, no Holy Baptism coming in from JPL just yet. Patiently holding his ultimate as Formaze looks for space to give. Moon, he is getting chunked out here. He is falling behind to Sayla, who is a level up on him.
It's honestly just a really a beautifully orchestrated fight there by EVOS SG. The setup that they need was just so well planned. Right? Oh my goodness!
Whoa! He almost blew his face open there in through the mid lane. Sayla, again, we are really seeing him really find his motion into the game so far. But now JPL opening up the map so far. Are we going to see initial engagement? No.
Yes.
Moon. They are teleporting right into the brush. Moon doesn't realize it. They've outplayed it again. They've caught them off. Sayla with these fast diversions. It's working out so well. And even Chiku losing out his 1v1 against Adamir. Momo is coming in to look for some kind of retribution, but the Holy Baptism stops him right in his track. Deadly Catch is going to end his life. That's going to be a 3-for-0 trade in favor of EVOS SG. Star Moon, he's trying to make the turnaround, but no. Gear matches the rotation. Well done for EVOS SG.
Still Todak not on the board, and the fact of the matter is EVOS SG, they just have the better setup overall for these fights. They're always in the position where the mid lane is clear, the top side is clear. They're able to open up the map so well with that Lo Yi diversion. But the fact of the, I think Chiku, he's not using the Mountain Chakra at the right time, right? He's just popping it randomly at some time, just opening up the map for no reason. There's no moment, like, it's not the right moment, I feel like, to be using that Mountain Chakra.
Well, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. Even if they're using the Mountain Chakra to try and figure out where this diversion is, like, the timings of these diversions are rather odd.
That's right. Because of the fact that EVOS SG are always successful with pokes. You can see Sayla just popping out the dispersion as well as the rotation so that he can get the stun.
Almost initiating that play. Rage Bait getting on to Adamir's side. Deadly Catch is hopped over immediately as Momo is forced to move back. But Yums is holding on, but Formaze cannot seem to get past JPL and as well as Sayla. Gear waiting in the brush for his time to collapse onto anyone. He can tank all the damage in the world, but Chiku making the play on that bot side, cracks open the tier 1 for himself. This is going to be very dangerous for both teams. Nobody wanting to commit more than this.
Let's see what happens here, right? Because both of the teams right now, it seems like EVOS SG will have a slight advantage considering that Todak has used most of their ultimates, but now it's all back off.
The play here, the diversion into the tri-brush side, but JPL ends up right outside the tri-brush. Unlucky as the punishment comes in. Moon, he tries his best with the yin-yang overturn, but a quick turnaround by Sayla's side. EVOS initiate the fight here as Momo trying to hold on to his own egos. Now straight away, this gear is way too tanky for him to hold on. The bounce from the crab ball off of Formaze's head. He goes down next. It's a 4-for-0 trade. Once again, EVOS SG looking clean.
Looking clean with that initiation coming out from Sayla's diversion as they have found the jump on Adamir. Chico, guys, unfortunately jump forward against EVOS SG because he kind of feels that they have the advantage as the Lord will be taken by EVOS SG. Unfortunately, when Adamir jumped into Chico, guys, Yums was not in range to pop the heal. That's why EVOS SG was able to burst him down. Then eventually Adamir just played it so well, poking in and out of the fight so that eventually he's gonna deal more damage to the members of Todak. This is why they first picked the Brody. Surely it's not a clean 100% win for this Brody or Adamir, but that play just showed us how good he is at this hero.
And man, you gotta talk about how EVOS SG are again utilizing this Lo Yi to a very, very high level. Sayla coming in, performing at a very high level again for his team. And look at how they play these team fights again. Just so much setup on the board. They use the deadly catch in such a good way by zoning all the members away and using it at the right time. Do you see when Potato uses these ultimates in these fights? Always disengaging, peeling for his main carry, Adamir.
Yep, but now look, Chiku is pushing down on towards bottom side, and you can also see Formace holding up mid, but now EVOS SG gonna bank it on this Lord to open up and crack it. They've got it, the deadly catch is already out. Lord is gonna be walking on through. They notice what's going on in Chiku. Oh my goodness, Moon is pulling it towards the second inhibitor to get away from the crystal, but that might not necessarily be the play here as EVOS SG, they're not gonna commit any more than this. They slow roll, and here we go, Moon comes in. They doesn't commit to the yin yang overturn, but baits out Sayla's spells. No rotation or dispersion. Formace now on the run as EVOS SG wants to get his head. Even Chiku waiting in the wakes, hopefully to catch somebody else off. Adamir's got to be careful as the Glorious Pathway comes up with a deadly catch once again. They're going to crack open another inhibitor. Gear stands tall, and he will not move. Here we go. It's the initial engagement. Momo is not going to be enough as Formace finds 4 on the falling star movement. It doesn't matter as Momo already goes down. Chiku tries to make a place. He takes out Potato. It's a double kill so far as they push forward. Gear looking for any opportunities, but Sayla having enough time of his life. Formace cannot peel him off. It's a 3v1. Well played as a 3-for-2 trade in favor of EVOS SG.
Sayla. This man, dude, you can see the positioning on his man, and Adamir goes in for that stun.
He's so bold.
Oh my god.
They're gonna look to end it here.
Yums
and Moon can't do anything. The hosted nation comes out strong in game 3. GG. Well played to EVOS SG.
It's all about Sayla. That game was all about Sayla. The diversions, the early game pressure, the team fight positioning on this man. I am loving it.
Interesting. That's so interesting here. When you think they don't have any more tricks up their sleeves, they whip out another one. Good old classics this time round. But thoughts, which composition are you liking, Wolf?
Well, I do like the composition of Todak because it's very, I would say, textbook in a way. It also gives them the advantage. However, I did like the drafting. So for just looking at composition, yeah, sure, I'd love to see the Todak side. But when it comes to drafting, the order of picks, smokes and mirrors on that Paquito, we thought it would be jungler, and then they eventually got the Granger. Now with Lolita and Granger, that's a very strong lineup. However, let's see if they can catch up with this fast-paced tempo that Todak wants to play.
Fast or not, show your support. Is it going to be Todak taking this game or EVOS SG? The electric in this room is going off the roof here. Our audience here is waiting with anticipation for this upcoming matchup here. This is game number 4. Mirko, I want your thoughts on who you thinking, which composition do you like more?
Honestly, I like both very equally, right? Both of them have very, very distinct win conditions. It's all going to come down to the execution. If EVOS SG can weather the storm, play to a little bit of a late game, shut Chiku guys down, they're going to win it. But if Todak gets a snowball, it's GG.
Well, let's find out. This could be the moment as the first Lethal Wanderer is going to be contested for a 3v3 situation going over to Chiku straight away. Moon taking advantage of the early game so far. Adamir taking quite a bit of damage. Frost Moon Shield should be coming up, so he's generally okay here. But so far, Potato still trying to clear off his first buff.
You have to always look at this Lo Yi. As we saw EVOS SG use that previously to great effect because of the pokes that you get out of it. And Sayla, very nice outplay gone out there. And he wins the poke battle. Moon will have to get home after this kill on the minion.
I want to know how Gear plays on the Paquito because we haven't seen Gear play the Paquito whatsoever here in this tournament for Maze again on that Ruby. This matchup is it's skill. It's a skill matchup.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty obnoxious as well. If you're Paquito, you're looking to try to get the kill. If you're Ruby, you're trying to just like push the wave, sustain through it, and kind of just sandbag the lane for as long as possible.
It is gonna be a static lane, bottom lane.
Oh, it's static lane, but the top side of them, all the action is happening out as the Death Sonata comes out of Potato, but they don't find the initial kill onto Yums. Are you expecting it to continue to be static here or not?
Yeah, with Ruby and the Paquito, the only time that it will not be static is around the turtle timings, but otherwise they're just going to be trading all those minions and then eventually go to other lanes to participate in team fights. So far though, Todak, they are on track. They are getting the turtle this time.
Speaking of on track, Yums is coming along here as Gear tries to go for the initial engage onto Chiku's side. They back away. That's going to be the first turtle here. Going over to Todak's side. I mean, Gear, he's going pretty ham here onto under the turret. He's in trouble. He's trying to get on out, but no. First blood achieved by Todak. First blood by Razor. Oh, Todak there with an inch, but Sayla wins his own 1v1 in the mid lane. It's blood all across the board.
Oh my god, this is really good by both sides. But again, it is going to favor EVOS SG in the long run if they only trade 1-for-1 in the end. Well, look at this. JPL going aggressive.
Well, JPL is going a little too aggressive in my opinion as Chiku is now trying to get the kill on top of him, but it's not easy as the Death Sonata comes out. He dodges it with the lightning forming one time, and there you have it. Moon coming up huge with a yin-yang reaction. Chiku finding another kill. They're so good at these clashes. Now Momo now in trouble. He flickers on out of there. Oh my god. 2-for-1 trade in favor of Todak.
EVOS SG, they can't look for these crazy brawls because that's what Todak strives on. That's what they want to do. And EVOS, they're falling right to the hands of Todak.
So many good things happening there for Todak. First, the dodge coming up from Chiku, guys. That's beautiful. He dodged the move, Death Sonata. And then eventually the start from Formace catching two of the members of EVOS SG, followed up by a Holy Baptism. My god, that was beautiful from Todak.
It really was. Now the mid lane is back into a neutral state. Chiku has a little bit of snowball going for him. However, if you look down on bottom side right now, Gear is really struggling as Formace now has a kill and is also a level ahead of Gear. This lane is only going to get worse.
Oh man, Gear is not gonna have a fun time. You saw just now Formace utilizing the minion waves is able to zone away Gear, but now is this a wise idea? Oh my god.
No, it's not going to be a dive. This is Paquito. There is a lot of respect going over here. He's going to take as much gold as he can, but a lot of the EVOS members hovering around top river side.
Hunter Strike now available for Potato. This means that they want to go to war.
Well, speaking of war, they've already initiated so quickly. JPL already dropping the Guardian's Bulwark to protect himself, forcing that flicker out. Falling Starboot to bait for Adamir here. Lycan Pounce tries to go on towards Chiku, guys. Getting hit by all shots of the Death Sonata. Potato now looking for some revenge. 2-for-1 trade in favor of EVOS SG as they sit on top of the turtle comfortably.
Organized fights, EVOS SG. Messy fights, it has to go to Todak. It all is going to matter.
He gets one shot with the help. Todak going down. Formace getting hit by Sayla's Yin-Yang overturn, and that is going to be a turtle slain. Remember, passion made possible by Singapore Tourism Board. This is rolling out of control.
Yeah, Potato just getting that Hunter Strike in the perfect timing. He did not upgrade his boots before he went for the full Hunter Strike, and that was the perfect time for them to fight. Todak did not realize that's going to happen, and obviously with that bonus item and bonus movement speed that Potato was able to get, he just run through Todak. He got the better positioning against Chiku, guys, and then eventually won that fight. Unfortunately, Formace gave a bonus to EVOS SG, and more than the turtle, they got the turret in the bottom lane. Everything now is equalized.
Man, it was a huge mistake. Todak, this is the mistake that keeps on occurring to them. Over-committing onto these objectives, over-committing onto these fights, but wait a minute, there's a fight.
Yep, they've already baited it out here. JPL the brunt of that damage here. The Holy Healing picking up that kill. Nicely done from Yums early on, but another fight occurring down by Turtle side. They've already lost JPL. Can they take any more damage? Chiku, guys, goes down. A double kill coming out from Moon's side in the mid lane, but top side, you can just see them. They're just tickling each other.
There's just fights all across the board, and this is where, again, Todak, if you make it messy, you're just going to be able to get the win. And right now, they're chaining it with objectives, so now it's going to be really hard for EVOS SG because they've only been able to take one turret on the board. There's going to be a lot of map pressure for Todak to play with their kind of composition. Very easy to make it messy.
Yeah, 2 tier 1 turrets going in favor of Todak after the 3v2 in the turtle fight. We didn't see Chico guys fall down from EVOS SG. Actually, we didn't see the fight at all, but you can just imagine this, Louis as well as the Ruby, there's so much control that they can get from both the passive of Moon's Louis as well as the combo that you can get from the Ruby. Unfortunately, Chico guys died, but still Todak gets so much out of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very even for either side. You can see there's barely any goal differential. So far, it is 2.2k over the Todak side, but that's so minuscule. That's literally half a team fight. One skirmish could turn that tides, and you can see that Todak, they're respecting their situation. They understand that they can't go further than this. They're going to be jumping around, skipping about the turtle so far, and you notice that Adamir is ready to jump in at any time. He's waiting for the call, and Todak, they're moving on forward, but you already see that Gear initiates. He gets punished straight away, but JPL drops down the Numenon Blast straight away as they find ForMaze in the wake. Yin Yang overturned to make sure he goes down. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Both EXP laners, that's as much as they can do.
Super close. You see the Gear, he was actually positioned in a very good spot, and you can see also Adamir just dodging some of the spells, some of the face check skills coming out from Todak. Unfortunately, Gear received that skill coming out from the Rafaela, and then eventually it was found out. However, EVOS SG, they salvaged the fight because of, guess what? It's JPL once again.
Yeah, big enabler. Another turtle going over to EVOS SG.
Yeah, you can see, again, the positioning of these fights are going to be very, very huge. Todak, they engage, but they use all of the resources onto one member, and that member is Gear. Gear, sure, he is on the Paquito, he does some damage, but that is not the person you should be targeting in these fights, especially in that one right there. They didn't even notice the fact that they were slowed by the Numenon Blast. That was a huge setup set by Gear in that bush.
Yeah, and wait, here comes the diversion as they go up towards top side. Champion stance, movement speed coming out from Gear. He's already out. A good call, but look down bottom side. EVOS SG trying to punish ForMaze. Can he get out in time? Are they going to initiate the dive? And the Numenon Blast is already out. Big flicker to make short work, but ForMaze, he's still buying more than enough time. Here it comes the Death Sonata as well. Auto attack.
Wait a minute.
Auto attack. He's not playing it. He's done it. ForMaze comes up with a 1v3 outplay down on the bottom side.
Oh my god, that was a huge mistake by EVOS SG. Who was tanking the turret? It was Potato. That's not what you want to do. You have 2 tanky members, but he went too aggressive, too greedy.
You can see that ForMaze already with the Festival of Blood. Before that kill, he was 2, 3, and 6, which means that you already have the maximum effect of the Festival of Blood with just 9 minutes in. And this is such a good tempo that ForMaze played with. And then he all outplayed the members of EVOS SG. Remember, when you're trying to dive against the Ruby, don't group up ever because the lifesteal will just proc so easily.
Oh my God, wow, I am just so much shock of that play. That was really, really sick coming out of ForMaze. But it does allow a huge tempo shift for Todak. They were able to get the top tier 2. They were able to hold on to their own objective, and now the lead extends to a 4.1k as they're looking for the second tier 2. Gear now holding on strong, but that's going to be bottom side. Tier 2 already going to Todak. EVOS SG playing it conservatively.
Oh my goodness. You can see that with that push, Todak extends their lead as well as to extend their map control. I want to really commend Yums in his positioning, and so it also makes up for the fact that the Rafaela is one of the best heroes in the meta game that we have right now. Apart from speed boost, you also have a way to check bushes safely just because of that blast. And my goodness, Todak is really capitalizing this time.
At this point of the game, right?
Ooh!
Teleport!
Trying to get on top, but is Adamir going down? Yes, Chiku should be able to take him out, but the Holy Healing takes him out instead. Yums, look at me, Chiku, I'm the carry now. As they get on top of the Lord, it's going to be a 4v5 here. Is EVOS SG going to do anything about it? No, Todak, look for the turn. They want to get and wait out another kill to the side of EVOS SG, but they're taking way too much damage, and now they have to make a decision. Lord going over, they initiate the fight. They fight here. Numenor Blast coming out a little too late. Sayla, he goes right into the middle and Formace. He gets right on top of them, gets the taunt, and now the turnaround for Todak. Yin-Yang reaction to find the third. That is going to be a huge win for Todak.
Huge is an understatement here. A 3-0 and the Lord. This is a complete stomp in that goal, in that Lord fight. And now EVOS SG, they don't have the high ground to contest this.
Oh, here we go. Adamir, he's got to do something about this.
Oh,
that
what
way,
a
but now
stun.
they get on top of Potato and Killing Spree activated. GG, well played to Todak. This game between our two rival brothers, history in the making.
Going for the crazy plays, going for the crazy heroes. Once again, Lancelot and 1-1. This is crazy, but also Bane that is going to be able to disengage at will against that Lancelot.
And for both teams, they get what they want, right? For EVOS, it's more of the tactical approach of things. They want the counter for the heroes of Sadet Todak. But now, for the Malaysian squad, they want to go back to what works. The way Gideon predicted this is because he knows this team. And when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. We see this 1-1. One of the heroes that Team Todak wants to play with Chiku, guys. And at match point, also at elimination point, they bring back this 1-1.
Is it mechanics or is it tactics? Let's make some noise for our very last match of the day. It's going to be EVOS SG versus Todak here. Oh my goodness, the stakes are so very, very high.
This is going to be crazy, man. The pressure is on both of the teams right now to perform, all right? But Todak, they have their comfort picks. EVOS, they have their comfort picks. This is the best time to show the display of the tactics or the mechanics, like you said.
Well, let's find out how they pull out here, because you can already see the early domination from Moon, knowing his hero, making sure that he is utilizing it to push them in. Looks like they want to get full control. Little Wanderer, and you can see Chiku, he's on his way. EVOS immediately give it up.
Oh, of course, with the Lancelot, you can push the envelope, right? But with the Bane, you can also try to match that out with the objective-taking potential of this Bane. And the jungler role coming out from EVOS SG. For Todak, though, if they really become aggressive with this Rafael as well as the Lancelot, getting all those kills, then eventually taking the turtle away from the Bane, maybe they can inch out enough space for Chiku guys to have enough farm.
You know, speaking of Chiku guys here, we are seeing Yums actually babysit him a little bit on that top side, knowing that Brody generally is able to get that early lead.
Yeah, since I'm something of a 1-1 player myself, I can't speak about this matchup here in that top side. Going against a Brody is actually a very, very good matchup for this side of 1-1. Usually Brody, the fact that the way he's able to lock down his opponents is using the stun, but with that cleanse basically coming in for the side of the 1-1, it's so easy to get away and actually proc those weakness points.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Forme is actually giving over the gold crab, so they are still playing for this gold lane over all as to be the main carry. Lancelot may not necessarily scale as hard, but here comes the Deadly Catch Moon. Now in a little bit of trouble. He's not level 4 just yet, but quickly clearing up that lane. He's got the black shoes now, quickly taking it back. Oh boy, talk about mechanics here for the side of Todak. They really know how to push their limits.
Oh, what a rotation coming out from here. Actually poking Formace to almost half HP, forcing him to go back into the jungle and actually completely into the base, which kind of means that EVOS SG are buying enough time. They'll be getting the purple buff on this Bane and then eventually will try to fight around the turtle area.
This is just so smart by both of the teams. Firstly, yes, like you mentioned earlier, Gear with the rotation, just able to get the Petrify, not the Petrify, but the Furious Dive inside of the bush, get Formace low, and you know, basically just stop their tempo, but in the mid lane.
Oh, they're trying to stop their tempo once again onto Moon, forcing out the black shoes as well as the early Aegis. Yep. He is willing to sacrifice his ultimate to get that early push to allow Todak to sit on top of this turtle. But even then, Potato literally on the opposite side of the map.
What a crazy game. What a close game. All teams just forcing out all those spells from each other. And at this point, the spells, they are resources even.
It's too close for comfort.
It is.
And now Formace, he's going to be sitting on this turtle for now. Let's see whether EVOS SG is going to give this up, as topside is getting attacked straight away. Yums and Chiku guys doing a good job. And as you mentioned, yes, was able to cleanse out the initial stun. Good timing and good mechanics from Chiku.
Ooh, already up with the corrosion side, which means that they can actually fight it. This is quite fast for this 1-1. The early rotations from Todak and early unselfishness coming out from Formace paying off.
Yeah, absolutely. The 1-1, you know, the power spike of the 1-1 is something we need to talk about, because this is how Chiku gets so ahead in lane. He doesn't look for fights in the early levels at all. He just avoids every fight. He goes for the farm, and the perfect thing to talk about here is the last hits coming from him. He's just been so lethal on that last hits. Very, very accurate, and that is the reason he's able to collect the corrosion side this early in the game. Now with the corrosion side built, all he needs is the DHS to do more damage, and that's it. That's the power spike. That's when you need to be careful of this 1-1.
All right, boys, keep your eyes out for that DHS coming out from Chiku, guys. The rest of the team, they're splitting up the map here, but here we go. Moon against Sayla once again in that 1v1, forcing out that black shield. Here comes JPL. He's going to say hi, but Formace is very nearby, just in case. Yums feeding Moon that important information to tell him to take that 1v1.
At a certain point, then there were like 5 heroes around the mid lane to see how intense this is. And so far, it has been the most quiet first 4 minutes of the game.
Oh, wait, this might be an opportunity. Adamir, he gets locked down, and there we have it. Crossbow of Tang with a setup of a holy baptism. That's going to be first blood coming out of Todak.
Man, it's about the timing of how you use that properly. You can see instant. Never in this game have you seen him actually get stunned. Yes, this animation comes in, but that was just so perfectly timed, and you can see how easy it is after that. The crossbow of Tang was popped almost immediately. That weakness point, so easy to get.
Yeah, here we go. Once again, getting attacked with the Yin Yang overturn with immediate black shoes, but I wanted to point out, Chico was laughing there in his player cam. I think he knows how clean that was. With Yums.
Oh my goodness. And this is his, Destiny Draw, his signature pick. Whenever they are put in a bad spot, Chico guys just whips out this 1-1 and maybe bring the victory to Todak, and so far it has been good. They are leading by 1,000 gold. Again, the quietest first 5 minutes in this series. Only 1 kill.
Almost uncharacteristic from Todak's side, but once again, we're seeing the turtle going to be contested. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit about Chiku's 1-1. I feel like a lot of people forgot what he did. He 1v4'd the Indonesian champions, but it's a turtle fight right now.
Yep, Sayla getting attacked so quickly, but here comes Gear with the instant engagement. Turtle has been taken away by Bane so far, but this engagement is not going too well for EVOS' side. They're trying to get on out, but here we go. Gear in the middle of all 4. Prox and shot. Sayla finds an opportunity to get into the middle, but does not find the kill onto Formace. Chiku biting off more than he could chew, and it's going to be the Crab Claw coming out from Potato to secure it.
Overcommitment from the side of Todak. They saw EVOS SG. They were able to pick up the turtle. They should have just left at that moment. They went for it. Phantom Execution not landing, and none actually of the abilities from the side of Todak landing, so they just kept on forcing, and again, you're seeing it here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Mooney. Oh, nearly dies. So close to dying with the torn apart memories, but taking a boatload of damage coming in from the deadly catch.
Again, without Chiku, initial engage, it is going to be for Todak, but for the long drawn out fight, it has to be EVOS SG.
Oh, he gets locked out. Adamir manages to catch him off.
Great composure from EVOS SG. You see the turtle fight? They went in for the Yin Yang overturn right after the Black Dragon 4. EVOS SG knows when to pop those skills. And then the bottom lane, Adamir with the perfect timing to punish Formace. He knew that there will be a little bit of defense from Todak, and they punished accordingly.
Oh, so good, so good. They're going to be trading turret for turret here. This, even though the score is 2-1, the gold lead is so negligible at this point. One of these teams will have to commit, and somebody will get punished. Yums, unfortunately, missing the Holy Baptism. JPL just baiting out the spells.
This is insane! Oh my god, just to say that, man. Crazy fights all abroad. Oh,
wait, Formace. He goes down. Formace is able to start, but Momo gets right into the middle of that fight on top of JPL, and now they want to go for more. Formace is committing a circling evil out on Formace with no ultimate. He is stuck in the middle of 2. Even Adamir is trying to zone the boss. Formace knows that he's going to die. He dies, but Chiku goes even further. Crossbow of Tang. Once again, he makes it out, secures a 2-for-1 for the team.
Man, honestly, you know, when I play 1-1, I go for the Aegis just for addition. additional sustain, just for additional time in the team fights. But look at this man. He brought that flicker. That flicker was actually able to get him in range for that last weakness point and get the play. So it's a risky play and a risky battle spell to use on this 1-1 for Todak. But that is Chiku, man.
That is Chiku.
It's so sick, but now here we go. JPL circling Eagle on top of Chiku, guys. He might be in some trouble. He has to outplay it, but now it's a bit too much. Gear finds the initial knockup, procs the shot residue. Great petrify as EVOS SG replies to their mechanics with just raw power.
Oh, that flicker coming out from this JPL Matilda. Coming up big for EVOS SG, finding them a very good kill and also allowing them to defend their turret up top. It's put quite low, but at the same time, they will be able to keep it. Now in the mid lane, up until the turtle pit, it will be controlled by EVOS SG, but for Maze. Maze looking for an angle.
Yep, circling Eagle on top of Maze. Dodges with the Thorn Rose. Good play so far, but does still he tries for it. Turtle unfortunately going over to the side of EVOS SG. Formace gets out. Moon will continue to punish JPL. He has no way to go through. Deadly catch going to connect, but here he needs to get out of there. It's a 4v3 situation. He doesn't have the numbers, but no! Furious tries right into the middle. Formace now in trouble, goes down to the shot residue. Gear holds strong for the team, and Todak forced to back away.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, 2 level decrepence. Oh my god, that was just insane. Gear was 2 levels below of Momo. How the hell did he make that happen? Again, that was just pure mechanics coming in from this young kid from Singapore. That was beautiful to see. The moment where EVOS SG, usually they just pull back. He made the X Factor play, and he did it.
Great trade-off from Chico, guys. And by the way, Sayla positioned himself well. And not only that, timed his yin-yang overturn so that they will definitely get the kill on Formace. Because so far, Formace have been abusing the iframes that you get from the Thorn Rose, dodging so many spells of EVOS SG, but he waited for the right moment so that the initiation was perfect. They get the kill onto Formace because of that.
Oh, Sayla holding strong, trying to clear up the mid lane as much as they can. It's a 4v3 situation. Gear getting on top of Momo, but he manages to dodge Furious Drive. But wait, Chico is attacking JPL on the opposite side of the map. Now Gear, he's in a little bit of trouble. He has to bail on out of there. Doesn't want to commit any more than this.
Honestly, in this fight, it's just going to be so hard for the side of EVOS SG. Who do you want to target from this team? Everyone does damage. Everyone can make a play, especially Chiku, guys. But if you use all your resources onto him, he is going to be extremely hard to catch with the flicker, with that second ability. And obviously, if he gets that crossbow of tank, it is going to be GG, all right? What you need to do right now, I feel like, is look for these pickoffs on the map. With Potato using the deadly catch right there, and maybe some follow-up from Sayla on that Kagura.
I mean, now they're getting on top of JPL so far. Are they going to press their advantage? And I don't think they are, because so far they're playing for Chiku, and as long as Chiku gets ahead, they know they might have this game in the bag.
Todak eventually gets a 1,000 gold lead, and kind of surprisingly because it was very close for quite a long time now. A little bit of a misstep coming up from EVOS SG. They kind of slip up and gave the turret in the mid lane. Now Todak is comfortable with 1,000 gold lead, but they still want to fight.
Yep, they're looking for Formace, trying to get on top of him as Chiku now has to play the game. Here comes JPL on top of him. Flickers out of the Holy Baptism, but now he's going to get punished. But Chiku taking so much damage, but manages to get the crossbow of tag in time. He's out of position, but the deadly catch should take him out there. So good for EVOS SG. But now they're going into the middle of the fight. Yin Yang overturn is already gone. His Momo needs to bail on out of there. Formace finds the initial kill, but a double kill coming out. A triple for Adamir. Wants to get on top of Moon. He gets the Maniac. What a turnaround for EVOS SG.
Oh my god. Let's take a look at the replay, Wolf. What just happened there? Beautiful by EVOS.
And Todak unfortunately went in one after the other. They did not layer their skills properly, and the dueling punishment coming out from EVOS. They will use the ultimate, the Yin Yang overturn, which is perfectly timed, and they have punished the Lancelot as well. Eventually gets the Maniac on Adamir, the MVP of the MPL from Singapore. My god, he's showing up with this Brody. Mind you guys, this is our first big Brody.
Oh, Chiku gets picked off. Sayla has got more than enough damage here, and I feel like that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to gold laner against Gold Laner at this point.
Well, yeah, I agree. I completely agree with that statement. But the thing is, Todak right now, Chiku guys, he had the initial lead, but let's take a look at the items, right? Let's deep dive into it. Very, very greedy from him. All right. Usually, when you get the corrosion scythe and that DHS, you instantly want to go for the Wind of Nature because of the nature of the damage coming from everyone in the game. But no, he went for the Wind Talker. He tried to carry his team with Chiku guys. We need to understand this. He is I have to say, kind of a greedy player, right? But with that, you need the Wind of Nature so you can make those plays even better. Waste the resources of the enemy members. With the Wind Talker, I'm sorry to say, it's not going to do what you want.
Turret has been destroyed.
Eventually gets it, but Adamir already first to get the Wind of Nature, which also means that they can man up against Todak. Eventually, EVOS SG will get the Winter Tension on Potato, maybe on this JPL Matilda. And we're also waiting for Antikiras on the side of EVOS SG. We have not seen that yet, but maybe in the next few minutes, especially because they have the Lord, the economy will now be in their favor.
Let's keep in mind that once these tier 2s go down, they should be able to hit the 4.42k mark here. And that's going to be a very important mark for EVOS SG because that means that their carries will have their core items here. Oh, this Luminous Lord, this is going to be quite the fight. Are they going to actually contest it, or is EVOS SG going to slow roll? No, Gear wants to go for more. Black Dragon form already coming out here. The Circling Eagle is done. Drop down. The Deadly Catch is playing slow, but Chico is doing a good job. He manages to kill the Lord just in time. Mid lane not going to get punished as well. And just a sliver of health on that inhibitor. Second wave comes on through, but Todak will have priority. Nothing else that EVOS SG can do.
Very good, honestly, for the side of Todak to be able to defend that. But right now, that's exactly what they need to do. Keep on just prolonging this game because right now, both Formaze and Chiku guys, they don't necessarily have that power spike just yet. Chiku guys, he needs that Malefic Roar fast, all right? Because the 10 members of EVOS SG, they're getting tankier as of right now. And for Formaze as well, sure, he does have the Malefic Roar, but that BOD not yet completed will mean it's going to be so hard for him to look for these pickoffs on the board.
Oh no, that's two big ultimates here coming in from Yumsen as well as Momo, but it looks like EVOS SG don't need to press their luck any more than this. Eventually, they will be able to take out that bottom inhibitor pretty much whenever they want.
And Potato actually picked up the Endless Battle on top of all of his damage items already, so he's gonna hit hard. He's not that tanky. Might be punished now, but hard.
I thought he was going to go for more, but they know that Gear is on his way with the Black Dragon form. They bail back. Both sides really showing a lot of respect to each other.
Sayla. Oh, there you go. The Antikiras picked up by JPL, upgrading his Casual Dreadnought armor. Eventually, the Winter Trenches will be perfect for EVOS SG, but now Todak wants to fight.
Oh, that's a Holy Baptism already gone. Chico getting some early damage onto JPL, but he doesn't really want to rocket on that target. He wants the bigger fish in the pond here. They're going to rotate down 70 more seconds until Lord.
Honestly, right now, it's going to be all about the macro game. Who is able to set up properly right now? Because Todak, they're controlling the bottom side of the map, but Potato, they're doing the same. Gear needs to be careful.
Oh no, Gear's he's already dead. Way too quick. Moon is taking a good amount of damage, but he takes the black shoes away as they crack open the tier 2. Look at topside. Oh no, EVOS, they need to just get into this fight. Stop the recalls so that Potato can open the inhibitor so fast and so quick. And that's what JPL's doing right now. But 2 have recalled so far. It was a good attempt, and EVOS get a free inhibitor. Ends up dying. Great damage coming in from Adamir.
Oh my word, EVOS SG winning against Todak in a big macro play, and Todak really crumbled from there because they saw that Potato was already pushing up top. They got divided as they wanted to go for the retreat. Only 2 were able to go back, and then eventually the punish from EVOS SG. Adamir with that heads-up flicker to take down Moon. What a great series of events for EVOS SG, and they have taken the lead, not only with the economy, but also with the map control.
Did you see what Brody picked up? He picked up a Wind Talker right there. So, very interesting build coming in from EVOS SG as the Lord has spawned, presented to you by TikTok Live. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the huge time for EVOS SG to look for this Lord because they have pressure on the top side. Lancelot is there. They're going to burst it down.
Yep, they're going to try and force this as quickly as possible, but Todak, they just need to juggle it around. Momo getting in the middle, falling Storm on it. Even Deadly Catch is already out. JPL, he falls up with a mega kill coming on towards Lancelot's side. They don't have a jungler no more. Adamir is able to find his own kill in from Momo's side. Gear gets into the middle. Matilda unfortunately ends up dying, but they've already got another Luminous Lord.
A 2-for-1 at that, and that's going to be Potato looking for more on the board. But yes, now it's time to dial it down a little bit. EVOS SG, they will need to build up their waves and play it properly. So far, technically, if we're looking at the turrets, it should be those two falling down.
And Chico, guys, with the trigger discipline, will not be popping his ultimate, even when he has already got the stocks back. EVOS SG will just easily take out the inhibitor turrets because of the strength of the heroes right now.
Oh my goodness! Chico manages to survive the torn apart memories. And it's just Potato's damage. He knows he is huge. And the same goes for Adamir. No inhibitor turrets. A pushing Lord.
No.
This is going to come down to one big fight for Todak. If they need to live here, they somehow have to defend this.
EVOS SG, they unintentionally made a mistake here already, not building up 3 waves instantly, but actually killing. Wait, that was a...
Yu's with the play. He kind of froze the lane so that their AoE is going to be great, but here comes the fight.
Yep, here it goes, and now EVOS SG once again. Little Chico already taking too much damage from Sale with the yin-yang overturn. He's trying to heal on up, but they're looking to try and end this game. EVOS have done it! After years upon years of Todak oppression, EVOS SG finally come on top and move to the next round. GG, well played.
A lot of the fans were disappointed after their performance yesterday, but today, they've come to play. They've come